the 2020 presidential election around the corner, should Democrats consider running a famous person? A writer for the New Republic thinks so. The writer, Jeet Heer, made a startling realization. Donald Trump is a celebrity. Donald Trump won the election, ergo, celebrities win elections. Heer dismisses the idea that celeb endorsements cost Hillary the race, noting that Hollywood is winning the culture war. He writes, if Hollywood is powerful enough to make people lose faith in God, family, and country, then why should it be a liability in winning elections? The whole business of Hollywood is popularity, which is also the whole business of winning elections. He adds, we live in a media-saturated world where fame has persuasive power. So who could be recruited to take down Trump? Here suggests, in 2020, the Democrats could run Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, Beyonce, Matt Damon, or Rosie O'Donnell. All extremely popular Americans. Remy, what do you think? Okay, out of that list of suggestions, who do you think is the most likely?
No, none of those people.
None?
No. I kind of like the idea because, and I don't think it's all that far-fetched. One of the things that Donald Trump did is he sort of shook up the whole scene. You don't have to be born and bred to become president anymore. So I think we're going to see more interesting characters. And I bet we do see movie stars running for higher office, maybe even the presidency in 2020. But my vote would go first to Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones! Don't forget the actor.
I love Indy.
Yeah.
But because he was also, as David Letterman called him, the ass-kicking president in Air Force One.
Yes.
He would be awesome. And as a backup, I would say Bill Pullman, because he gave the very best speech as president in Independence Day.
He did.
I still get the chills when I hear it.
Yeah, I get it.
Chills too.
Different
type though.
Different type of chills, right?
Right up your leg.
Here comes the name of the movie, Independence Day.
All right, we got it.
Anthony, I think some of these people. Look, Rosie does have a following. I think she could win the Castro district of San Francisco, don't you?
Oh yeah, boy, that Middle America loves her, don't she? Oh, we're gonna give some koosh balls to everybody. That was the old Rosie. The new Rosie is so despised now. Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah. Why did he put Rosie on? But look, what about someone like Matt Damon? People like him. He was in The Martian.
People like he was in The Martian.
Yeah.
That's right there. DiCaprio. People like DiCaprio. But is it Titanic DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Or the other one from the Boston movie? What was that?
Yeah, he was not
the Departed.
The Departed.
The Departed one.
Yeah.
Now in Titanic, he sketched one-legged French hookers. That's going to be controversial.
You're right. Yeah, he wasn't totally nice in that one. No. And I thought he should have, you know, stepped it up. I don't know what.
He jumped in the middle of somebody's romance.
He did. Yes, he wasn't. He wasn't nice.
Housebreaker.
Gunslinger.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Look, I think celebrities. Maybe I don't think it's the movie celebrities because we look at them as kind of elites. They're not like regular Americans. I think it's reality show types. What do you think?
Like a Snooki? I think a Snooki might be definitely the next way. The Jersey Shore.
Maybe for Congress.
Right. Yeah.
What about when they? Sorry.
Yeah. No. Dan's.
Well, no. What about when they reenact? You know, like America's Most Wanted. One of those guys.
Oh, what the reenactment? A reenactment actor? Wow, like what? So the kind that play the criminals, or would they be playing someone high status, like a president or something?
Well, I don't know. Was a president ever in one of those? America's Most Wanted?
Not yet.
America's Most Impeached.
Yeah. I don't know. Gunzelman, what's the deal? Who are they going to run? They got to find somebody.
Well, I mean, Rosie, you know, somebody like Rosie, or perhaps like, you know, this is why Trump won, because we're tired of these celebrities that are holier than thou. And then remember the Electoral College video that you had with all those people, those old men like Martin Sheen and all of them were trying to show their great influence, telling the Electoral College, please do not vote for Trump. I mean, it felt like they were sounding like funeral caskets because they're so out of touch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, people these days love a Chelsea Handler, a Lena Dunham, but screw them all right? Trump is the president for 4 years. Cry. I thought all these celebrities, these liberal celebrities, are on suicide watch anyway because the way they're reacting right now.
That's why.
They might not even be around in 4 years.
Maybe it's time, Dan, to take a break.
Nobody moved to Canada.
Well, nobody did. They're not living up to their promises.
Yeah,
so how can we expect them to live up to their promises in office? But Dan, what about comedians like Al Franken? He made it in there. You know, so you know, maybe that's where they should look.
Well, your average comedian doesn't have good ideas. They just cover it up with the shtick.
Yes. Yeah, they can't necessarily deliver the goods.
What's this? Global warming.
But they do. They are often high-minded. Comedians often think they know more than other people.
Well, they think that, don't they?
Yes, they do.
I don't know. That's typically the case.
Are you telling us that you're perhaps running for something?
No, I don't think
you're a funny guy.
would run, but I could handle my way. I could get around a debate, but I wouldn't be good once you sit down and make policy. That's not really my.
I know my limitations.
You do.
That I'm not, and quite frankly, doing the show is me pushing my limits.
Okay, you got to know your limitations.